Hi everyone, my name is Shazrul Riza bin Musli. My matrix number is 20104 and 0.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Zafran Razik bin Abdul Nasir. My matrix number is 2000966 and both of us are landscape architecture students.
Okay, before we start our presentation, I have a question. What would you feel if you had a chance to go to New York and have some relaxing time in Central Park? Does it feel good or does it feel bad? I hope the answer is good because I think the Central Park is so pretty and has a beautiful environment. And you know what? I might say that Central Park can be a great example of what landscape architecture is all about. So today, Zafran and I plan to talk about the importance of landscape architecture and mostly what we are going to say in our presentation based on our previous study in a subject called the Introductions of Landscape Architecture. As today, our presentation will be divided into three parts. The first one is the introduction. Then we are going to proceed with two importance of landscape architecture. And lastly, we are going to end the presentation with a conclusion. So now, let's get started with the introduction first. I've got another question. What is landscape architecture? As landscape architecture student myself, I can say landscape architecture is a field, a professional one that combines art and science to create a space that is functional to human use. The design can be for a great or huge area, such as a city, and also for a smaller one, such as a garden. Therefore, it brings me to the next part, which is the importance of landscape architecture. The first one is the regenerations of polluted areas. How? How landscape architecture can help us to regenerate the areas that has been polluted? I might say the answer is by landscaping and planting trees has been used many years by landscape architects in urban landscape design to control and clean the water, air, and also soil. It is also theoretically proved by the study from the Nature Conservancy in 2016 that state by trees by planting trees can cut pollutions from 7% to 24%. Besides that, green infrastructure can also improve and solve the environmental pollution, especially for the area such as cities and industrial areas. I give you an example. In Amsterdam, there was an area, an industrial area that has been polluted many years, but after the polluted areas has been redesigned by a landscape architect named Gustafsson Porter. Now, the polluted area has become a new recreational facility that has known as Western Gasfabric Park. And you see how important the landscape architecture in regenerating the polluted areas. For the next point, I shall pass my presentation to Zafran, please.
Thank you, Riza. Hello everyone. For the next point, why landscape architecture is important, it is because landscape architecture focuses on the development of sustainable techniques in favor of the environment. Okay, before I get to my supporting points, I would like to talk on sustainable techniques. Sustainable techniques means sustainability. What is sustainability, you may ask? Okay, sustainability is the study of how natural systems function, remain diverse, and produce everything it needs for the ecology to remain in balance. Okay, now I will get back to my point, which is seeing the city as an organism. Landscape architects are able to understand the complex relationship and the natural environment. Our holistic approach allows us to see the city as an organism where urban density and natural processes can come together to to create a sustainable solution. For example, is the High Line project in New York City, where the disused elevated railway was turned into a green public park. This shifted the concept of traditional urban park, allowing nature to become part of the urban fabric. Okay, for my next point is sustainability at the forefront of landscape architecture. The example of a project that sees sustainability at its forefront is Burj Khalifa Tower Park by SWA Group. SWA Group is a renowned landscape architect firm which is known throughout the whole world. Why I choose Burj Khalifa Tower Park? This is because Dubai has extreme climate. They have hot temperatures, they have strong winds and high humidity during the summer. These unfavorable conditions meant that SWA Group had to be highly resourceful to not only create a functional design, but one that is aesthetically beautiful and striking enough to meet the country's high standards for development. The major innovation that the project include is native planting and colorful tiles to complement the short flowering season. They also created a water system that produces 15 million gallons of water annually. Let me repeat that, 15 million gallons. To me, that is really a lot. So the function of it is for the irrigation of plants. And to me, it is really amazing. From here, we can see why landscape architecture, you can see that the sustainable techniques will create more ideas and innovations. And this is why it is important. For that, it concludes my point. Now, I want to go to the final part of this presentation, which is the conclusion. In conclusion, it is proven that landscape architecture profession could bring a lot of benefits to our society and also the environment, such as the regeneration of polluted areas and the development of sustainable techniques. Landscape Architecture Foundation, LAF, a group of the world's leading architects in the Declaration of Concern Assembly, has agreed that what we do to our landscape, we ultimately do to ourselves. So that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you so much.